there is something common in all of us, and that is whenever we meet challenges, whenever we are put in uncomfortable situations, we retreat. We retreat to avoid the temporary discomfort. We take a back step. We choose comfort over challenges, over hardship. So, why do we do that? Have you ever thought about that? Did you ever think, why do we try to retreat in case of temporary defeat or discomfort? This is called a lack of mental toughness. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, lack of mental toughness leads to a situation wherein we are not able to decide what we are supposed to do. We are not able to meet the challenges. We are not able to confront our fears. We are not able to confront our challenges and manage the situation or the problems or the hardships and persevere. So mental toughness is the ability to persevere in tough situations in the pursuit of achieving your goal, no matter how much time it is going to take, no matter how hard it is, but you will continue to achieve what you want to achieve in your life. It takes mental toughness. But the question is, how can you develop a mental toughness? Today in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 simple ways using which you can develop the mental toughness and achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life. So the first way to develop the mental toughness is to do the hardest thing first. Now you might be thinking that what it is. I was reading one quote by Mark Twain. So Mark Twain says that eat the frog on your plate. He meant that do the hardest task first in your day. So whatever the task list that you have, you're supposed to do in entire day, find out the hardest task and complete it the very first morning when you wake up. If you do so, you will get a lot of confidence. You will develop a mental resilience. You will feel highly productive even at the beginning of the day, and your entire day is going to be fantastic. So eat that frog on the table. Do the hardest task in the morning when you wake up. And the second way to develop mental toughness is to be specific. You might have a big goal in your life, or you might have multiple bigger goals in your life. You really need to define how long will you take to achieve that goal, how long will you take to reach to that spot, and how are you going to do them actually. You're going to break those goals, the bigger goals, into small, manageable, actionable items. If you do so, you will know what are the priorities, what are those urgent and important action that you are supposed to take in order to reach to that bigger goal. So be specific, define how much time will you take, define the resources, logistics and the skills required for it, so that you can achieve your goals. So being specific is always helpful in developing the mental resilience and mental toughness. It gives a signal to your brain that you know what you're doing and you are in control of your thoughts. And the third thing is being accountable. Now, at times in your life, you have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of activities to do. You have decided that you're going to do this and that. You're going to attend meetings. You're going to meet with clients. You have a call with customer. You have some family commitments, a lot of things. But if you do not make yourself accountable for doing anything, you will realize that you will end up doing nothing. You will end up not achieving what you want to achieve, or you will end up procrastinating. To avoid procrastination and to make sure that you complete things on time, you have to make yourself accountable. There are ways you can do that. You can take help from one of your family member, or be smart, download certain apps which are available in Play stores, which will be working as your partner and hold you accountable for doing certain things on a timely basis. And the fourth way to develop the mental strength is to deal with problems. Now, how often it happens with you that when you meet with problems, or when you find problems, you try to avoid those problems. Remember, if you avoid the problems, you are avoiding money. Yes, if you are trying to avoid the problems and choosing comfort over discomfort, comfort over struggle, that means you're not going to develop the mental toughness, because you are not putting yourself into that situation. You're not dealing with the problem, you are trying to avoid it, negate it. So deal with the problems. If you manage the problem in an efficient way and deal with them, learn to live with them and provide a solution, it means you are trying to add value. If you are solving a problem for yourself or for others and adding value to others, it is a kind of thing which will give you a huge confidence. It is a competency. Believe me, managing with problems and providing solution is one of the competency that you need to develop, and it leads to a mental toughness. And the last way to develop the mental toughness is to guard your thoughts. Remember, whatever your input is will decide your output. If you consume the negativity all day long, you're watching the news, you're sitting and hanging out with negative people and listening to their gossips, remember, your output is going to be exactly same. The output is going to be the negative. But if you're sitting with positive people and if you're guarding your thoughts, you're making sure that you're not watching the unnecessary, unsolicited news, and you're not sitting with negative people, you're remaining in the vicinity of positive people, and your environment is absolutely positive, believe me, you're going to produce the positive results. Try to make sure that you guard your thoughts, because your thinking will decide the action, and your action will determine your results. So I hope you love these 5 ways through which you can develop mental resilience, mental toughness. And if you have any questions or suggestions, you may want to drop in the comment section. I would love to answer them. So this is your friend Tausif Hasan signing off until we meet again.